So Aburu, Aboye, Aboshishe, Oloris, Awo, Ifa, Iliadingbe, Iliadu, the Mighty Mighty, Idu Temples. Check us out at 2028 Woodland Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina. Join our community on Patreon. Shop with us at Idu's Botanica on Etsy. This Ose Ifa, right, for these next few days is Irosun Irete, right? Irosun Onijo, Irosun dances, or Irosun is the dancer, right? It's certain types of movement, right? Dance could be associated with battle, right? But it's also associated with harmony, right? We can associate dancing and with battle and harmony. We can extract, right, this thing about oppositional energy, right? But we're in balance with the oppositional energy, right? We're in harmony with our surroundings. This Odu Ifa says that we shall rise above our contemporaries. We shall be more successful than our contemporaries. So what does that mean, right? Is it in some tangible way? We hope, right? We hope for success, right? We pray for success. What is the thing that will help us stand out from those around us, right? It's not just the knowledge of one's destiny, right? That's one thing, right? But that's a given, right? So what is it, or how does having the knowledge of one's destiny help one to move forward, right? Because it's like we can listen to the advice or not. We can follow the thing and make sacrifice or not. It doesn't have to be anything that's special other than that, right? Other than your ability to follow the advice of Ifa, follow the advice of your destiny. Ifa says that we shall succeed in the thing that we're doing above our contemporaries. And not only that, that it should bring us abundance. So I'm saying, right? So in the thing that you're doing, you may find a spouse. In the thing that you and your spouse are doing, you may find children. In the thing that you, your spouse, and your children are doing, you'll have prosperity. You'll have success. You'll have elevation, recognition, long life. The thing that you're doing may give you victory over adversary. But what is it that you're doing? Are you doing the things that have a long life? Are you looking for longevity in the things that you're doing? Right? It requires that we do that, right? We have to look at it like objectively. At first, we're looking at it subjectively because it's like it's something that I want to do. I'm inclined or have a feeling or my intuition, right, leads me to a certain place to do a certain thing. But will we listen? We will listen. Will we say that Ifa doesn't matter? Will we say that we don't have to give anything up? Will we say that it matters or not whether we keep the taboo, whether someone's looking or no one's looking? Integrity. Ifa says that not only will we be successful, but we shall multiply our gains. Right? That's what we want, right? We want the thing that we're doing to be fruitful. We want the thing that we're doing to multiply. We want the thing that we're doing to have longevity. We want the thing to do that we're doing, right, to help us to rise above our contemporaries. It's not like we have to we crabs in a bucket, right? And we're not trying to step on anyone to elevate. We don't have to. It's listening to what Ifa says wholeheartedly and following it, right? Sometimes it's on blind faith, right? How does chicken affect you, right? It may not be until years down the line. How does peanuts affect you? How do these other different things associated with your Ose Ifa, how does it affect you? Will it affect you? Sometimes it's impossible to satisfy those answers. Sometimes it's hard to quantify the results when it comes to things like that because we don't know. Ifa says that we should rise above our contemporaries just by following Ifa's advice. It's simple. To stay in alignment, right? To continue doing the things that we are doing, right? To continue to follow what Ifa says, to listen to the advice, to operate above. If I ask us to continue to do what we're doing, continue to do what we've been doing. In this, Ose Ifa says, Ifani, Irosun Onijo,
Irosun
Irosun Onijo,
Penme Penme,
Penme, Penme.
Penme,
the hour of the boundary top.
The
the
hour
hour
of
of the
boundary
boundary top.
top.
He cast E4 for Ate,
He cast
He cast
E4
E4
for
for
Ate,
the merchandise tray.
the
the merchandise
merchandise
tray.
tray.
We're going to transact business in the market.
We're going
We're
to
going to
transact
transact
business in the
business
marketplace.
in the market.
He was advised to offer a bow.
He was advised to offer a bow.
He complied.
He
He
complied.
complied.
Before long, not too far,
Before long, not too far,
join us in the midst of prosperity.
Join us in the midst
Join us
of
in the midst of prosperity.
Shay.
Ashewa.
prosperity.
So, like, we've been to the grocery store. They got them end caps, right? They got them candies by the register, right? They got a whole aisle associated with candy. Right? Maybe 2 aisles associated with candy. They got candy, they got chips, they got all those sweet things that we love, right? Those comfort foods. But then when you get over there by the register, right? By every register, they got the same thing, right? But then the individuals. They putting it out there on Front Street. They saying these things we gonna sell even as an individual, right? Because people may not buy them in bulk or buy the bag. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna put them by the register, and when the kids go by, right, the adults go by. Oh, let me get one of them, and it costs more than it does when you go buy it down there on the aisle when you get the bag. It's about positioning. What will you do to position yourself to be recognized? It's a whole word. Right? It's not the thing, right, that you would think about, right? It's like you don't even have to do anything other than be you. The Hershey's bars or the Rolos or the whatchamacallits or the Kit Kats and all that kind of stuff, right? It don't say nothing. It don't say nothing. They're on the shelf, right? You can go to the store looking to get some milk. I was there looking for water and some other stuff earlier, right? And I got the Haagen-Dazs and the ice cream over there because you know Baba like Haagen-Dazs, right? I got the cookies on one aisle, and I got these other aisles in between, right, that want to show themselves, right, their position. Psychology. They position themselves in a sense, right, based on what they telling, right, what Ori is telling them. What's the best position? What's the best placement for us to be utilized, right? So that there's money. There's money changing hands, right? The ones by the register, we know they're a little bit more than the ones on the shelf. You got to pay more for the single one position. How are you going to place yourself in the position? If I said that you've already done it by picking your destiny, if I said that you've already done it when you offered above, if I said that you've already done it when you followed the advice, there's nothing else that you need to do because they're coming to the market to transact business. They're coming to the market. They're coming from heaven to earth to transact business. What's the business we're about? Character and destiny. So it takes time, right? It takes time for you to come into the grocery store, right? The King Supers, I think, what is it in the Harris Teeters in North Carolina? It's the same thing, right? City Market. I'm not sure what it is in Houston, but in Chicago, it's Marciano's, I think. You know, but when you go into the grocery store, what's the first thing that you get to, right? It's the fruits and vegetables, right? Those type of things, the breads and stuff, right? It's strategically placed. Then you'll move into the fruits and vegetables, and you'll go around. There might be pastas next, and you know all these things are strategically placed throughout the store, right? So that you have to pass other things to get to them. So in the meantime, in between time, you're gonna get those other things that will support those other things that you bought. The whole time they waiting to get you at the end of the get you in line and get the sweets or get the single drinks and things like that. They position. How will we position ourselves? These things speak to the ori of the person placing them. Put me here. Put me there. Right? It's been tested and proven. What are we doing to place ourselves in the correct position? If I say his character, follow my advice. Right? It takes time for you to get from the entrance to the checkout line. It takes time for you to move around the store, right, until you check out, right? There's all types of things in your way that screaming, notice me, recognize me. If I says that by our character, we shall place ourselves in these positions to be recognized, to be utilized, to be valued. It may take some time. It may take some time to move through the distraction and the noise, right? But you're going to be recognized. If I said that not only when you recognize, right, they will bless you abundantly for those things. If I ask that we offer Oshun and Ifa together. Questions, concerns, comments? Let your character be the thing that gets you recognized. Your destiny is already going to stand out. Ayo.
Baba, are you gonna put this verse in the chat?
Benny. I'm gonna put it on. It's gonna be on YouTube as well, but I'll put the verse in the chat.
Thank you.
I will. Mm-hmm. Anyone else?